Okay, welcome. Build out here. Super excited about this video. And in this video, we're going to talk about the top project management communication plans. I'm going to give you the top 10 best practices and tips and things I've used for years and years. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Bill Dow, and today we're going to dive into some of the things that I really believe are critically successful to help you communicate project information. A solid communication plan can make or break a project. We often underestimate how important they are, but over the last 30 years in this field, I've seen how critically they are important to driving a successful project. So let's dive into this. But before I do, though, I want to introduce myself. My name is Bill Dow. I have 30 plus years of hands-on experience. I've been in the project management space for over 30 plus years. Over the last 20 years, I've ran 10 PMOs across 4 different companies. I love this stuff. I'm passionate about PMOs. I'm passionate about project management. And this whole YouTube channel is dedicated to sharing tips and best practices for PMO managers and for project managers and really anyone in the PM and the project management space. So let's dive into this. It's a critical topic, and I want to give you best practices and the importance of using a communication plan and what I highly recommend. So let's talk about the importance. The importance is a project communication plan is a project's backbone, ensuring that everyone stays informed and aligned to the project, right? Without it, you risk miscommunication, confusion, ultimately project failure. So what I want to do is give you my top tips and best practices for communicating project information. Number 1, develop the communication plan before any work begins. So you're going to develop that communication plan before any of the project work begins. That way, you have that template, you have it all set up, and you know exactly how you're going to communicate on the project before the project even starts. Because when the project starts, you're going to be far more busy executing through risks and issues and actions and all that goodness of running a project. Having a communication plan in place and having that set up is going to help you be much more successful. Number 2, sit down with customers and ask for their communication needs. I can't stress that enough. One of the most important aspects to engage properly with your team members, your stakeholders, your leadership is understanding what are their communication preferences. Are they text people? Are they graphics people? Right? Understanding what level and how they like to be communicated to will go a huge way in effectively communicating with them. Number 3, don't let the communication document sit. Your communication plan is not a one and done document. You're going to constantly be updating it, constantly trying to change. And as the project changes, you're going to constantly be changing that document. You want regular reviews of it. You want regular updates of it. As things change, as stakeholders change, as team members change, you want to constantly be changing that document. It's not a one and done document. Number 4, plan for red and yellow scenarios. So when you've got projects go to red, how do you communicate? When you've got projects going to yellow, how do you communicate? Imagine adding those red and yellow conditions already into your communication plan. That's going to help you be way more successful and way more valuable in communicating project information, because when those things happen, you're going to know exactly how to handle it. Number 5, use multiple communication channels. Don't rely on a single method. Utilize emails and meetings and project management software and Teams and Zoom and chat and all those various tools that are out there. Use multiple channels to communicate project information. I'm going to pause for a second. I want to ask you a quick question. How do you update your project communication plan? And how often do you do that? So how do you do it? How often do you do it? And what are some of the driving factors to make you update your communication plan? Comment below. Let me know what you're doing and how often you're actually updating your communication plan. And if you're not updating that often, do you think you should be? Number 6, set clear expectations. Make sure all team members and stakeholders understand the communication plan. Include their roles, responsibilities, the communication process, right? Make sure they're clearly understanding what's in that communication plan. Number 7, Regular schedule updates, right? Make it a routine, make it an ongoing thing that you're going to continue to look at the communications, what's working, what's not working. Look for weekly status reports or monthly meetings based on your project needs. Update and update that document where applicable. Number 8, feedback loops. Create opportunities for feedback for the communication plan and adjust where necessary. Do a continuous improvement on that plan, right, throughout the life of the project. Look for feedback and then make course corrections. Number 9, document and record keeping. Keep thorough records of all communications, right? It's going to help in tracking progress as serve as a reference if there's any issues that come up, and you're going to store that, how you're going to document that within your communication plan. And number 10, customize communications based on stakeholder needs. We talked about that briefly, but there could be text people, there could be graphics people, there could be a combination of the two, and you're going to want to customize your needs based on your stakeholders, and you're going to want to put that in your communication plan. So to summarize, right, a well-documented, really thorough communication plan will help you be successful in your project. We're starting to see project managers not even do communication plans and just feel like status reports are good enough. They're not good enough. You've got to spend the time. You've got to understand how you're going to communicate throughout the life of the project. And by doing that, it's going to help you be successful. Remember, 90% of a project manager's job is communications, and you do that by documenting it with a communication plan and then executing accordingly. That's all I have today. Let's wrap this up. If you like these videos, you like this content, please like, subscribe, comment on the video, and I'll see you online. Thanks.